Hello, this is Mary Catherine at Red Robin Farm. This is my third attempt to give you a little tour of my herb bed. And this is a horseshoe herb bed that my husband Adam set up for me. This herb bed is probably about 4 years old, and it looks kind of ratty, but it's actually just a wonderful place. Lots of beautiful herbs. All of this beautiful flowering white stuff, this is all cilantro, and cilantro is a cool weather herb, so it bears here pretty much all year except for I'd say August and September. And this will all dry up. It'll go to seed and then it'll dry up, and then I come out and in the summer and I just strip. Oh, look, there's some right there. Look at that. See, there's some little seeds coming out. And when they're dry, I just strip them off and I sprinkle them all in here, and that's why they come up everywhere. They also come up in the grass. Actually, see, here's some right here. So, anyway, but I love cilantro, and we pick the seeds, the dry seeds, that's the coriander. And Adam likes to have those for grinding up for cooking too. They have a very mild cilantro taste. If you don't like cilantro, this is not your thing. Now down here, you see some little baby basils coming up. I started those from seed that I took from my basil plants last year. So, and that's the only thing that I have to put in to start from seed elsewhere and put in the ground. So everything else comes up. There's some dill, again, that reseeded itself. The cilantro reseeds itself. Here's a little patch of oregano right there. That's just a little bit of my oregano. Now this, look at this. This is lemon balm. And it has such a wonderful, bright lemon taste. It's going to get even taller and bigger and leggier. This is when it's its most beautiful in the it's early summer, late spring. Isn't this just beautiful? It's magical. And there really is some good cilantro down there at the bottom too. There's some that is shorter. Like this is a little bit of the cilantro bed here at this corner, and these are much younger, but they will shoot. Oh boy, it smells so good. You can smell the cilantro, and you see how the lemon balm is starting to spread. The lemon balm is going to be fighting the oregano. Here's another big patch of oregano. They're going to battle it out to see who wins. See, here's lemon balm. Here's oregano. The cilantro gets the herb bed all to itself. It must be an introvert. It gets it all to itself in the cooler weather before the others come up, because the lemon balm dies down to the ground every year. And the oregano doesn't quite die to the ground, but yeah, it pretty almost does. And so during the wintertime, this herb bed looks pretty empty. It's a good time to weed, as long as you can identify everything. Now, when you come around to this corner, again, oh, there's my shadow. Let me get out of the way. This is all oregano in here. There's also a good bit of mint, good stiff mint. And I pulled it up about a year or so ago, except for just around the edges. I left some around the edges because its root system loves to run to the edge. And when I pulled it up, and somewhere I had some oregano seed, and I started some new oregano and put it in there, and it's really taken off. You see there's a random buttercup in there. Isn't that crazy? Now, here is my beautiful, nope, not me. There's my beautiful Tarragon Bush. It dies back down to the ground every year, so there's nothing there, and then it does this every year, and it is just gorgeous, and it gets huge. It'll get way up here and fill up this space. And then I have a little patch of thyme here. We don't tend to cook with thyme as much as I wish we did. Here's a little bit more dill right there. But this is a little patch of thyme, and I don't know if it's the competing with the mint or why it doesn't die off, but it's not as vibrant as I want. Down there, you see there's a raised tire bed, and that's a rosemary plant. Here's a little sedum in another tire bed with some daffodil greenery that's dying back. Now here is my other herb bed. It's not as well established. This one's only about 2 years old. On this end, so I can get my shadow out of there. This is interesting. This is a spearmint plant, and oh my goodness, it smells so good and tastes so good. It smells exactly like a fresh piece of spearmint gum that you're about to put in your mouth. I wish it had that same texture, but alas, it feels just like a leaf. However, it started out with a plant here, and then it sent out all these runners, and the original plant died back, but now I've got it in a U shape. I feel like I should put something else back in the middle. Again, I put some little baby basils here. You still see all the white? That's all cilantro. This one's emptier, but it's going to be full because I've spotted little basil plants all over the place in here. I really did start quite a few from seed. Oh, this is a little trellis of, this stuff is swamp willow. I probably shouldn't have used that. And then this is a Japanese magnolia sapling things. And then I put some sweet peas in there, and they're not really very happy. Look what they're doing. They're looking terrible, like they're dry, but we've had plenty of rain, so I think that maybe the combination of some of those plants, they are not happy doing that, because I've got another trellis right over there going up, and the peas over there are much happier. Oh, and that's a lime tree in a bucket, and that's a lemon tree in a bucket, and that's another huge rosemary right there. It's my biggest rosemary. Now this is my thyme patch. I don't know why I love thyme. We never cook with it. I don't eat it, but it has a romantic quality in me that I can't quite explain. But I love the fact that I had success in growing it. Isn't that ridiculous? Because all this was started from seed. I bought the Tarragon Bush. I don't know about the lemon balm. But I really wanted herb beds that would come back. I love growing herbs, and I don't know why. Okay, here's the end of this bed. This is some baby basils, and again, they have a long way to go, but oh, they're going to be huge. They're going to fill this whole bed, and we really do use our basil a lot, and anything that we don't eat fresh or put on pizza or put in, pasta dishes, then we turn into pesto and freeze it and that kind of thing. So, all right, that's so much of the rest of my yard is a weedy mess. I don't take care of my flower beds, but I'm quite fond of my herb beds. I'm not really sure why, but I love to grow herbs. All right, y'all have a great Sunday afternoon. See you later. This is Red Robin Farm.